Hey everyone, it is June and it is late spring, and the last video I did on our garden was supposed to be a part 1, and so today I am going to be bringing you the part 2 of our spring garden, which means that it's going to be a little bit more bountiful. I've gotten a little bit more done. So we're going to go in, I'm going to show you what things I did accomplish, what things I didn't accomplish, and then how I'm using some of the food in the garden for either summer cooking or for preserving to save through the year. And I also want to bring you into the kitchen to make some amazing croissants out of the einkorn flour. So as you can see, I had meant to get out all of this grass. My husband actually dug out a lot before. When you saw the first video, he had already dug out much of it, but he hadn't quite finished. And then we just had so much go on with our house this spring that he wasn't able to get back out to finish. But this is the bed. I've got summer savory, as well as my chamomile that has popped up. Got some little echinaceas that are trying to come up there, and then I've got some asparagus that had been really stubborn, and it is actually holding ground this year. So that's great because I've never been able to get the asparagus to grow. And then I believe that is the marjoram in the back. So if you remember what I was doing in the garden before, I had this cardboard, and the purpose of the cardboard is to hold down the weeds, kind of like a weed barrier, and then you put the wood chips on top, and this will be our little walkway area. Of course, I haven't done all of the walkways, but I did get the garden done, which is very helpful, and we have gotten quite a bit of strawberries out of here so far. Let's see if I can get some.
These strawberries will be used for freezing and making jam. I struggled with young kids to preserve until I found that even preserving could be divided into small tasks or chunks. It's so easy to see the end goal and want to check it off, but that's not always possible with kids. So now I freeze berries one day, and then I thaw them when I'm ready to start canning the jam. Then I cook the jam and refrigerate it until I have the next chunk of time to fill the jars and water bath can them. So it's okay if it takes a while, but we get it done. Well, I never ended up moving my artichokes, and I now have 13 to be used. And so I will be making a lot of dips with cream cheese, flavors like lemon and dill, and spinach and bacon. And you know what? The kids are going to love it.
So right here I've got kind of a different combination than I've ever done. So this is some zinnias, and then over here is carrots, and then next to that is my dill and my cilantro, and I've planted those alongside my cauliflower and broccoli and onions. And I did that just as
great.
They are growing great. Yeah, I did that as a companion planting combination, just looking at what would grow next to each other well and fight off pests well. And I don't know that I'll do it the exact same way, but I definitely think every year from now on I'm going to be planting the brassicas and the onions together, and probably just scattering dill throughout, because that definitely went really well. And this is the first year I've seen our carrots get this big, so I really hope that we're going to have some carrots. That would be nice. I've been able to get dill also. That's enough. Just that one. Yep. And this is great for dips. We like to do it in like with sour cream or cream cheese.
Sounds like something familiar.
Okay, let's go into the kitchen now and finish some croissants, and then we'll visit the herbs in my cottage garden out front. I wanted to share a sneak peek of what I've been working on. Unfortunately, this recipe isn't quite perfected, so I don't have it to share yet. But soon it will be up, and so meanwhile, let the anticipation grow. These are heaven, and we have loved learning how to make them.
Look good?
This side of our home used to be filled with a huge green leafy bush that took over the porch come summer. Last year we took it out and decided to put in a trellis for the roses to fall over. And then this spring I built a path using old concrete and the huge pile of wood chips. My ultimate hope is to make a little patio area out of this side area using the wood chips, and then to house a summer table to capture all those wonderful summer conversations with friends. And meanwhile, the herbs are in full bloom. I'm learning how to make different teas from things like rosemary and thyme. I had no idea that you could actually use these for tea as well. And while they don't have the best flavor, what they do have is immune support, which is wonderful for my son right now who is battling an autoimmune disorder. And so I am trying to learn how to use these and lots of honey to help his immune system. If you haven't seen our other video on making tea from things like lavender and raspberry leaves and lemon balm, check it out. It is super simple. For just a minute, I want to jump back to the raised beds because during the couple of days that we filmed this, I sweated and scooped and pushed enough wood chips to cover a couple more paths to the garden and next to the raised beds. It's always a work in progress, but it's worth the effort. And I just wanted to show you that this effort does have its benefits. Well, I hope this video has inspired you a little bit in your gardening and in your kitchen for this coming summer. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys again next time on our Hilltop.